Plagal cadences are cadences which move from a harmony built on the fourth scale degree to a harmony built on the first scale degree, or from the subdominant to the tonic. Plagal cadences have their roots a fourth apart if you're going up, and a fifth apart if you're going down, and therefore we'll use the same part writing procedures that we use for authentic cadences with tonic and dominant. The tonic and dominant have roots that are a fourth or fifth apart depending on the direction, and they'll use the same part writing procedure. So we're going to look at number 1 and number 2 on assignment 6-7 in this video, and right now you can see in the bass line we can tell our key signature is 2 flats, and we have a bass line that goes from C up to G. Well, knowing that we're only using the 4 chord and the tonic chord, these are Plagal cadences, this could either be B flat major, or it could be the relative minor of B flat major, which is G minor. So if this were to be B flat major, the tonic chord would be B flat, and we don't have a B flat, and the subdominant chord would be E flat, and we don't have an E flat. We have a C and a G. So I'm going to go ahead and assume it's G minor. Down below, just to show you what's going on in my mind's eye, I'm going to put the G minor scale, and we're going to build a chord on the first scale degree, that's our minor tonic, and a chord on the fourth scale degree, that's our minor subdominant. For the purposes of this exercise, we don't have to really worry about the other scale degrees. So those are the notes that we're going to want to deploy in this example. We have the bass line already, so we're going to label the chord that has the C, that's going to be our subdominant chord, and the chord that has the G, that's going to be our tonic chord, all in root position. I'm actually going to get rid of that for right now and get rid of this staff at the bottom and just pull down the whole number 1 and number 2 on assignment 6-7. So let's go ahead and work it through. We said this was G minor, and we said this is the subdominant, and this is the tonic. And we're going to just go ahead and use the same part writing procedures we've been using. I want to take care of my doubling first. So the notes of the subdominant chord are C, E flat, G, as we showed before, and the notes of the tonic chord are G, B flat, D. And so let's take care of the doubling of the C in our first chord. Why don't we put it in the tenor? So there's the doubled note. Then let's put the E flat in the alto and the G in the soprano. Now going to the next chord, we're going to have to either use the maintain a common tone, move the other 2 by step, or we can move in similar motion to the next available chord tone. And I think what I'd like to do is maintain the common tone, which the note that's the same in both chords is the note G. Right? It's the fifth of the subdominant triad. It's the root of the tonic triad. So it's this G that I'm going to maintain as my common tone. Keep the G in the soprano. And then the other 2 are going to move by step. This tenor moves down to B flat, alto moves down to D. So there's my down by step. Let me clean this up a little bit, and we can see what we've got here. There we go. So we have a nice voice leading. All 4 voices are singable, and we've got all the right doublings and the notes we need. No cross voicing, and no open spaces of more than, say, an octave between adjacent voices, which is definitely something we want to avoid. Okay, let's look at number 2. The key signature here, now I'm not going to use a staff to find it, I'm just going to talk you through it, but the key signature of 3 sharps could either be A major or it could be F sharp minor. Well, we've got an F sharp right here, so it's probably the tonic in F sharp minor, and then we've got B, that's the subdominant in F sharp minor, so our key is F sharp minor. And the chords, well, F sharp, A, C sharp would be our tonic chord, and then our subdominant chord would be B, D, F sharp. Let's go ahead and part write it. I'm going to make this one a little bit more open in position, and to do that, I'm going to double the tenor and the bass on the B. So now I've taken care of my doubling of my subdominant chord. I'm going to put the F sharp up here for the alto and the soprano way up here on the D. So the F sharp and the D are taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And then over here, for my tonic chord, I can either maintain a common tone, which would be F sharp, that's the chord that's in, or the note that's in both chords, or I can move in similar motion to the next chord tone. And I think what I'm going to do, just for variety and to show another part writing procedure, is go ahead and do that. We're going to be moving these all up, similar motion, to the next available chord tone. So the next available chord tone for the tenor would be C sharp. The next available chord tone for the alto would be A. And the next available chord tone for the soprano would be the F sharp. It's getting high, but it's not out of its range. And so now I have part written my tonic triad with two F sharps, right? Here's one and here's one. And then one A, there's the A, and then one C sharp, there's the C sharp. And let me clean this up just a little bit so we can see what that looks like. Yeah, very nice, very singable. And so that's number 1 and number 2 on assignment 6-7. And one thing we haven't addressed is in these, we're saying that all of these are called Plagal cadences because they involve the 4 chord. But we haven't taken care of identifying whether these are perfect or imperfect Plagal, and we do the same process that we did with the authentic cadences. We look at these 3 points. If they're the roots of their respective triads, then it's considered a perfect Plagal. Otherwise, it's imperfect. And it turns out that C is the root of the C, or the subdominant triad. G is the root of the tonic, and G is the root of the tonic. So this would be a perfect Plagal cadence. Let's look at the other one. We do have the root there, we do have the root there, and we do have the root there. So actually both of these are perfect Plagal cadences.